Oh, what is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing good today, tonight, whenever you're watching this. Right now, I'm just on my way to work. It's around 8 o'clock right now, so yeah. About to go do some work on a roof, although I got a feeling things might change today, because look at the weather, if you guys can tell. Yeah. But I can't complain, because at least now it's really starting to feel like fall. You know, even though it took a while for the fall foliage to kick in, but then again, it's because September was definitely a hot month. And the past few days have been warm too, so yeah, go figure about that. Am I right? And if you guys hear a noise in the background, it's because I'm hauling a small trailer and it bounces easily, so yeah, I apologize about that in advance if you guys hear that noise, but anyways, I'm sorry. Now that I'm a minute into the video, I'm going to get to the point. So, oh man, Joe Biden really thinks he has the room to speak on everything out there, does he? Like, oh man, the statement he made last night, you know, calling Trump supporters freaking garbage. Like, what on earth are you trying to get yourself at? Like, my word. You know, I hear liberals call Trump supporters names like fascists or Nazis or racist or anything like that. You know, I'm definitely used to hearing all that nonsense, but garbage on the other hand, oh my gosh, man, people. And I tell you, the closer we get to this election, the more bullshit that I hear. That's all I'm gonna say. I gotta give it to Trump though, because he did not take any offense to it. He just hopped in a garbage truck with his name on it and just, I can't remember if they said he actually drove it or what. I'll have to look into that again, but oh my gosh. Oh man. The responses that Trump gives sometimes just cracks me up. I'm going to say that right now. But Biden, I'm sorry, dude, but I think you're just jealous because a lot of people are not voting for you. I mean, you kind of did that to yourself because you dropped out of the presidential candidate election and gave that to Kamala Harris. And I sure as hell don't see Kamala Harris winning because all she does is freaking lie about things, you know, when clearly you could. You know, you hear these ads about how she wants to do this, and that, lower taxes, and do all this crap. Yeah, back in 2020 when she was campaigning, she said completely different. Like, seriously, you can legit do the research and see it for yourself. All Kamala Harris is doing, especially in her ads, which I talked about in a previous video, is she's doing nothing but lying and saying, yo, I will cut taxes for these types of people, those types of people, you know, I'm going to help work on the border crisis, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. If Trump gets elected, then things are, you know, the border crisis is going to get worse. He's going to raise taxes, yada, yada, yada. No, Kamala. That's what you and Walls would do. Which, I gotta laugh at the Walls name. I don't know why, but every time I say his name, like, I always want to laugh, because man, I don't know why that last name makes me laugh, but it does for some reason. But anyways, I'm sorry, I'm getting off subject here. But Here's the thing, Biden. There's a lot of people out there that support Trump. There's, for many different reasons. There's even people that support Trump now that freaking hated the guy in 2016 and in 2020, and now they're turning around and saying, you know what, maybe he is the answer for America. There are people out there that have had their lives ruined because of you, and you are sitting there calling them garbage for wanting to support Trump. What about that retired fire chief that lost his life while trying to protect his kids, or whoever he was with, at that Trump rally where Trump got shot? Is he garbage to you? What about military members out there that put their life on the line, who support Trump, and they, are those people garbage to you? Especially the ones who end up losing their lives? Are they garbage to you? Say what you want to say about people like me. You know what? I deal with criticism all the time. People calling me fat. People acting like I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. You know what? Throw whatever criticism my way that you want. But my freaking word, dude. That statement you made was completely pathetic and childish. I mean, seriously, man, Biden, you really think you have the room to speak on a lot of things, and quite frankly, you don't. Putting out a statement like that, I mean, what are you trying to prove? Just curious. Like I said, there are people out there that are supporting Trump for many different reasons, especially considering they don't want to have to deal with whatever happens if Kamala Harris becomes president. Or let's say if you were still running for president and you end up winning. There are a lot of families out there that have had their lives ruined because of you. But hey, you don't care about that. You sit, people like you, people like Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, sit there and act like you guys care about people that are poor and have a hell of a time making ends meet. But you only act like you guys care because you guys want people to vote for you. Well, let me tell you something. You guys are just pushing me further and further away from voting for you guys. And I'm sure there are millions and millions and millions of Americans out there that feel the same way. Now, to anybody watching this, and you want to support Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, hey, you go right ahead. This is America. I have no control over your opinion. But at the same time, it's pretty freaking clear that nobody does their research about things anymore. Like, legit. People act like I don't know what I'm talking about. But there's quite a few things out there that I've witnessed. And quite a few changes that I've seen ever since Joe Biden became president. And you want to sit there and say that I don't know what I'm talking about? I work for a building contractor, for the matter. I've seen a lot of things change. All I will say is, if Trump wins this election, I'm gonna frickin' laugh. Because after that, I want to see what Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or Tim Walz have to say after Trump wins. I'd like to see whatever bullshit they come up with. You know, same thing with anybody else out there, like Hillary Clinton, or, you know, people in my state that are running for state representative, like frickin' Alyssa Slotkin. Like, oh my gosh, I cannot stand that woman. That frickin' woman, she's crooked to the max. I'm gonna say that right now. You know, there are ads out there that, and people out there for a matter, that praise her for many different things and claim that she does this and that, when in reality, she's just a fucking hypocrite. Like, I'm sorry about my language, but that's how I feel about her. But, oh my gosh. All I will say is, you know, I hope like hell Trump wins this election, which I'm sure he will. But not only that, but I cannot wait till this election is done and over with. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because people out there are clearly losing their minds. That's all I'm going to say about that. And to any celebrities out there that are glorifying Joe Biden or Kamala Harris and saying things like, I think Kamala Harris is the answer. I think everybody should have a right to think clearly. Like people like Eminem, for an example. Oh my gosh, dude. As much as I love Eminem's music, he gave out a speech at a Harris rally in Detroit about a week or so back. You know, President Obama was there, Alyssa Slotkin was there as well. And seeing Eminem put out a speech like that, oh my gosh. That was cringe. You know, Eminem's entitled to his opinion, but that right there was freaking cringe. Then you got other celebrities out there like Macklemore that are just sitting there getting all butthurt over something that's going on in other countries and going, yeah, fuck America. No, Macklemore, fuck you. You don't like it here, you're ashamed to be an American because of what's going on in other countries? Then leave and go help those countries then. That's all I'm going to say. But to anybody out there that thinks that, or that agrees with Joe Biden and thinks that Trump supporters are garbage, you guys can all go suck a dick. That's all I'm going to say. With that being said, fuck Joe Biden, fuck Kamala Harris, and fuck Tim Walz. Trump 2024. I'm sure I'm going to piss a lot of people off, like I said. People are going to sit there and, you know, probably call me names or call me fat or, you know, sit there and say, oh, you look like you've been gaining weight, you look like you've been doing this, you look like you've been doing that. Say what you want to say. None of that shit's going to make me change my mind. That's all I'm going to say about that. Good day now. And also, happy Halloween.